Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny and today I'm going to be sharing with you my top products from 2017. I'm really excited for this video. Some of this stuff you've already seen on my channel because I've used it a handful of times or I've reviewed it and stuff like that. I have a handful from almost every category of makeup, and I also have one skincare product and a handful of tools actually. I have quite a few products that I thought were great last year and I really want to share them with you, so let's go ahead and get started. So to start, I'm going to start with skincare, and I have shown this on my channel a handful of times, and this is the Tacha water cream. I have really been enjoying this. It's really good for me personally in the morning because it's very lightweight, so it gives you a tiny bit of moisture, but it's not a lot like a night cream would, so it's not overly moisturizing or anything like that. I am a little more on the dry side, so I do need extra care at night because this just isn't going to cut it by itself. So at night I've been trying out a new face oil and a new moisturizer. I haven't made up my mind on them yet, so I haven't talked about them much, but in the morning I think this is great. This is very expensive, but if you can afford it, I think it's worth it if you have more oily normal skin. It smells really nice. You just feel so fancy when you use it because the packaging is beautiful. This is all around a really nice moisturizer. I do have one face primer, and that is the ColourPop Amethyst Crystal Priming Spray. I love this priming spray because it just feels really refreshing and really nice and light on the skin, but it also keeps makeup looking fresh throughout the day. And I loved this so much that I went ahead and bought two more. But now I'm pretty sure that their crystal collection is like a permanent, or at least it's here for a long time. I don't know that it's limited edition anymore. So that's really exciting. I may have to buy like 7 more or something like that. But this is also like $6-7, so this is a really nice priming spray for the price especially. So for foundation, I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I have two shades. I have like a really pale shade and a darker shade. I actually mixed them, and that's what I'm wearing today. Also, I did use everything that I'm mentioning today, or at least most of everything. There's a handful, like I have 2 different blushes and 2 different highlights, so I did use at least one of everything today, but I did end up mixing these because I'm kind of in between. But I really like these foundations. First off, they're super cheap, so that's awesome, but they have like a satin, I'm looking in the mirror, I said it with powder, I don't know why I'm looking. They have kind of like a satin kind of finish. They're not completely matte, but they're not completely dewy either. And they're like a very liquidy kind of formula, so they blend out really nice. They are kind of sheer medium. They're not, I wouldn't say that they're full coverage, and I don't know that you can get them to full coverage without them getting kind of cakey and weird looking. But if you like a light medium consistency in a foundation, I think these are really good for that. It does kind of have a strange scent, but once you like blend it out, you don't smell it anymore, so that's good. And for face powders, I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Press Powders, and I also have these in 2 different colors. As you can see, this is the one I use the most, and Neutral Buff, because I have Hit Pan on it. I really like these powders. They are extremely thin. They set your foundation without adding any heaviness to your face, and they are tinted, so instead of using just like a translucent powder, you're not going to get any type of flashback or white cast or anything like that with these powders. So they do have like that hint of tint, just enough to keep like white flash and all that away. So I really like these, and they keep me pretty like set. I don't want to say matte because it doesn't keep you matte, but it keeps everything in place for like a full day, and I really enjoy these powders. For blush, I think one of the best blushes from the year 2017 is the Flower Pots blush by Flower Beauty, and this one in particular is in Sweet Pea. I have another shade, but this one is my favorite. It's just like a really pretty rosy kind of shade. It's super pretty. You can't even see that swatch, but it's a nice rosy kind of mauve. That's the blush I have on today. It just gives you a nice pretty flush to the cheeks. These are really nice. They have quite a few colors now. Flower Beauty is probably one of the top brands in my opinion from 2017, because they really came out with quite a few things that are really nice. I actually have a handful of other products from them in my lineup, so I just think Flower Beauty is one of the best brands from 2017, just to throw that in there. But this is a really nice blush. Almost everything I've tried from them I've thoroughly enjoyed, so I think Flower Beauty is great. So now I have a palette, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called because it's not on this palette, and I don't think they even sell it anymore. But it is this ColourPop blush and highlighter duo. I mentioned it in a favorites video a couple months ago. If I can remember which one it is, I'll link it up here. But I really like these because they're the like the Super Shock kind of consistency, where they're that kind of like putty kind of feel. And so they're super subtle and super beautiful, and they're absolutely perfect for no makeup days. So here's the blush and there's the highlighter. I absolutely love these together on just light days, like a little bit of concealer, fill in your brows, put that on, and you're ready to go kind of deals. I think that these are absolutely beautiful. They layer well and they go on top or underneath powders. Great, no problems or anything. So I need to check out some of their regular like single pot blushes and probably more highlighters than the blushes, but I really like this formula, so I need to try out some more not in a palette. So now for highlighters, one of my favorite highlighters this year was the Here Kitty Kitty highlighter by ColourPop. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love the way it looks. It's not swatching very pigmented. Maybe it is a little bit, but it's beautiful. It's like a beautiful pop onto the cheekbones. It's not what I'm wearing today. The next product is what I'm wearing today, but it looks beautiful on the top of the cheekbones. It doesn't look too much down the bridge of the nose. I think ColourPop did a really good job with this one specifically. Can't talk about the rest. I haven't tried them, but this one is absolutely stunning. And of course, ColourPop is extraordinarily affordable, so it's always a great deal. The packaging has a mirror in it too, so that's really nice. It's obviously, as you can tell, it's dirty. But I think that the packaging is really nice, the product is really nice, and I think ColourPop did a good job with this. So now for the highlight that I have on my face today, that is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette, and this is what it looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. It had a little, oh, that's not it. It had a little brush over here, but I threw it away because I didn't use it. These highlighters are to die for. They are so pretty. What I like to do personally most of the time, I don't like to wear this gold one by itself ever, but I will mix these two generally. But today I mixed all three of them and put them on the tops of the cheekbones, a little bit down the nose, and then some on the Cupid's bow. And I think that it looks really pretty. It is a very intense highlight. It's not a natural everyday highlight. So if you are more of a glow from within, natural kind of highlight, you're probably not going to like this. But if you like beam to the moon kind of highlights, then you're probably really gonna like this. This is a slightly more expensive product. I think it was like $11, $12, but it is completely and totally worth it. You get 3 highlighters and that brush. The brush wasn't horrible. I just prefer to use different brushes. So I mean, you could get use out of that brush. These are hands down the best highlighters that I used last year. These are absolutely excellent highlighters. Moving on to eye products. The first eye product that I have is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I have mine in the shade Blackest Brown. It's what I used to fill my eyebrows in today. I'm really enjoying this bold eyebrow look. Anyway, so it's like any other kind of slim brow pencil where it has the retractable pencil on one end and then the spoolie on the other. I really enjoy this because it is extremely similar to the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, which has been my favorite for a very long time. The NYX Brow Pencil is $10, where this is like $4.99 or $5.99, so this is a couple bucks cheaper than the NYX Brow Pencil, so I really enjoy this. It does a great job filling in. It came with like a million colors to choose from. There's a great shade range, so you're bound to find the color that you need. I just think this is a really great, affordable brow pencil, so check it out if you can. So I have 2 mascaras to share. The first one is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. This is only like $3.99 and it is an amazing mascara. It's better than a lot of high-end mascaras that I've tried. It has kind of a triangular shape wand. It is the mascara that I'm wearing on my top lashes today. I think that it just gives me some length and a little bit of volume that I need, and I just like it. In general, I just really like it. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake, it doesn't do anything like that, so this is really great and it's super cheap, so I'm gonna keep buying this. The next mascara is relatively new to me and it is the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. I tried this on in a new Wet n Wild try-on video. I'll link that up above if you are interested in seeing that. But what I like about this is that it has a teeny tiny little skinny applicator, and I love it for the lower lashes. It also has some fibers in it, which I wasn't really for sure about, but it kind of gives some length to the lower lashes, and if I feel like my top lashes are a little bit like not as volumized as I would like, I wait for my lashes to dry and then I go through again, and those fibers kind of like make your lashes look a little more full. So I really have been enjoying this, especially for the bottom lash line, because I can get to all of those little lashes down there that with a bigger wand I just wouldn't be able to get to. So now I actually have some false lashes that I have really been loving in 2017, and those lashes, all 3 of them, are from the Kiss Faux Mink collection. I have the Little Black Dress, which is kind of just like added volume. It doesn't add a whole lot of length, but it gives you quite a bit of volume. I have Midnight, which is my personal favorite style, and it is kind of like an in-between. It gives you some length and some volume, and it tapers out at the end, so it kind of gives you that kind of like lifted cat eye effect. And then there's Gala, which gives you a buttload of volume, and it also tapers out to the ends. So it still gives you that cat eye effect, but it gives you quite a bit of volume throughout the rest of your lashes. These are absolutely great. They're only like $5, and they look like the velour lashes or the House of Lashes, or you know, whoever makes big fancy lashes, but they're only $5. So they're absolutely great for anyone. They are really good to begin with. I had started with like thinner bands because these do have thicker bands, so I do recommend practicing with thinner bands, maybe like the Ardell Demi Wispies, the Kiss, their regular line, the Kiss. I use the style Shy, I don't know what they're called, but I like those a lot too, so I think maybe entering with those and then building your way up to these. So I just really think that these lashes are really, really nice to start with, and you can find them at Walmart, and I think you can find them at CVS too, so you can find them pretty easy. So I just think they're really great. I feel like I'm just like beating a dead horse with all these products, like I think they're great, but I do. I think all of these products are absolutely wonderful, and you definitely need to check them out. So first off, for eyeshadows, I want to talk about the ColourPop eyeshadows. I will talk about their just regular single pan eyeshadows first. I have really been enjoying these. They're very, very pretty. They have like a million colors that you can choose from. They have neutrals, they have bright colors, shimmers, mattes. They have it all, and the ones that I have here, the only one I don't like was this one called Millie. It was a freebie that they had for like hitting 100,000 million subscribers or something. I don't know what it was, but it was a freebie with an order, so I went ahead and got it, but it's not my favorite. The rest of them are absolutely beautiful, and they apply and blend like a dream, and they're only $4 a pan, which is like, I think the cheapest you can get. No, I think Morphe's are the cheapest, but these are really good quality, and they blend beautifully. And I got this nice little palette just to put my ColourPop in because I'm a weirdo and I like to keep them separated. So I have ColourPop in this. I have all my Makeup Geek together. I don't like to mix them because it makes me uncomfortable. But I think that those are really, really nice. And the next one is also ColourPop, but it is one of their pre-made palettes with the smaller pans. This is the You Had Me at Hello. Now this one's a little more expensive than their other ones because it has a mirror in it, but it's only like a couple bucks more expensive, I believe. But these colors are stunning. Just like the other ColourPop shadows, they blend like a dream, they apply beautifully, they last throughout the day. I really, really enjoyed this color selection though. I do have the Femme Rosa palette, which I will go ahead and show you both of these. I have the Femme Rosa palette. I also have the Yes Please palette. But out of these three, I really enjoy the You Had Me at Hello the most, but all of them are great quality. So ColourPop pressed shadows in general, good to go for 2017, good to go for 2018. I love these. I can't stop using these. They're awesome. This next palette is going to be no surprise to anyone because it's been on everyone's 2017 favorite list, and it is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collaboration palette. This palette is absolutely amazing. Like, look at these colors. They're absolutely beautiful. Every single one of them applies like a dream, except for this one. What is this? 24/7. That one's not good, but the rest of them are absolutely great. I have a first impressions and swatches video. I will link that up here for you in case you're interested, but this palette is gorgeous. This has been my absolute favorite eyeshadow palette for the year of 2017 for good reason. I'm sure it's everyone else's favorite as well, but it is a favorite for good reason. I think that's a really great palette, and I think everyone should have it, especially I think beginners would be good. I think it would be really good for beginners because it has all of these really, really nice neutrals in it, but then it has like these nice pops of color in the corner, so you can play with the color as well. So I think this is all around the best palette of 2017 for sure. So this is a little overkill, but I have 3 setting sprays that I have really, really been enjoying the past year. One of them was the Milani Make It Last setting spray, and I had a love-hate relationship with this the whole entire year. The first bottle that I got had a wonky sprayer, and so it just kind of like would spray in like a sheet, and it was just a lot on my face, and it made my skin really oily actually. I got a new bottle, and the sprayer is fantastic. It's just a nice mist. All of these have really, really nice misters on them. This is really, really nice for drugstore. It is kind of higher. I think it's like $10-ish, so it is kind of more expensive for drugstore, but it is a really, really good one. So the next setting spray is something that I also had a love-hate relationship with, and that is the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Long Lasting Setting Spray in the matte finish. When I first used this, I didn't know that you had, because you know, I refuse to read things on the back of things, so I didn't know that you needed to shake it really well before you used it, so I didn't do that, and I have little white spots all over my face, and I was like, oh no, stay away. But I read, you know, the back of the bottle and read online reviews, and they said to shake it really well, so after I shook it really well and used it, it's great. It's amazing. It does keep me matte throughout the day. It keeps my makeup in place. It is the one that I use today. And this one is more expensive. I want to say this was like $15, but you get 3.5 fluid ounces. This is really, really nice, and you should check it out. They also have a dewy version if you're more interested in dewy setting sprays. So the last setting spray that I have is the Morphe Continuing Setting Mist. I absolutely love, 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 love this. It's so interesting because it's an aerosol can. I'm scared to use it because I think I'm running low, but I'll do it for you guys. So you just... It's just like, this is the finest mist I have ever used on a setting spray. It smells fresh. It feels fresh. I absolutely love everything about this. It is $15. I'm willing to pay that. It is very, very, very awesome. And I've used this a lot, and I assumed that I was going to run out of it because it's aerosol, and it doesn't make any noise like there's water in it anymore, so I'm scared I'm going to run out. But I really, really love this, and I am definitely buying a backup. Now we're getting on to like beauty tools, and my favorite sponge is the Eco Tools blending sponge, the big one, not the small one. I absolutely love this sponge. I actually didn't like it at first. I apparently have a horrible judge of makeup character, and I hate everything and then love it. I mostly didn't like the small one because when these first launched at the beginning of the year, it came with this big one and then like a smaller one. And the smaller one was like blending out your concealer with a rock. It was super hard. But this one is really, really nice. This one's starting to tear, so I'm going to need to throw it away, but don't you worry, I got a backup. That's how much I enjoy these. I buy backups all the time, especially when I can find them like in the single package without that stupid little tiny one. But this one by itself is absolutely wonderful. I think this is probably the closest dupe to the Beauty Blender, like the original Beauty Blender. I think this one by itself is like $7-ish, and with the other one it's like 10. So those have been my favorite makeup products from the year of 2017. It's crazy to think that 2017 is already over. It's a little bit terrifying, to be perfectly honest. It was a whirlwind of a year, and I'm just excited to see what 2018 is going to hold for me and my channel and my life and everything else. So I'm excited to get 2018 started. So thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for being here. Just thank you. It's so nice of you to watch my video, and I did this just for fun, and now I have 98 subscribers, and I love every single one of you and appreciate you being here, and let's go 2018. Let's see what happens. And so I'm just rambling now. I'm so sorry. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe, please feel free, and I will see you next time. Bye.